Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my channel, Romain_JF. Today I'm going to talk about a multitude of things. I don't know, I just wanted to give you guys something different. I was trying to think through, I'm still thinking through my YouTube. I think it's my third episode, but I'm still thinking it through and thinking about the type of content I want to put out. But without any further delay, today I'm going to talk about American Skin. I'm also going to talk about NeuraLinks. And lastly, I'm going to talk about Unity2020. So, yeah, these are the topics for today. If you haven't yet commented or subscribed, go ahead and comment. If you think this is great, think it's corny, whatever. If you like the conversation, go ahead and comment. And please, too, if you love the conversation, want something like this to continue, want to support me, subscribe. I would love that. That tells me that people are watching. People actually like this type of engagement. So I seen American Skin, right? I seen a little bit of talks about it online on Facebook. I seen a few posts about it. It at least took 2 posts for me to say, hey, let me see if this is out. Let me see if I can watch it. So if you don't know, American Skin is written by and also directed by Nat Parker, which he's the same guy that you seen came out of Birth of a Nation, and also hence Birth of a Nation. First of all, he's a great actor, and the guy clearly has a vision. You can tell that he's into his artistic work. So if you do see this, I want you to tell you to continue, because we also see too people who are conscious of what's going on. I realize you may have not seen him or heard of so many of his movies, because they tell a story in which the media, America, Hollywood isn't ready to really shed light on, and that's part of the problem. So I'm seeing that he's not getting a lot of press coverage with this. Neither was Birth of a Nation, and this as well. This is really, it looks like it's more so geared towards social media. So this is also me getting it out there. American Skin, guys, I rented it on Amazon Prime for $6.99. I rented it. It was worth the admission. We're doing everything virtually. I'm a movie guy. I love going to the movies. Hope AMC comes back. That's my little shameless plug there. But either way, this was a great movie and a great conversation for people of all spectrums. Spoiler alert, within a way, I just want to let you know straight up. But I'm only going to talk about the perspective. I'm not really going to tell you scenes within the movie, but I just want you to know this is a conversation from all sides, and I love it. I love it. There's a scene in the movie where I feel that maybe that's what we're missing in our justice system. And honestly, there's a lot of conversations in this. I just want you guys to see it. To talk about it. It does talk about race. It talks about police brutality. It talks about economics as well. How black and brown people are disproportionately in every category scrutinized. It talks about heavy policing, education, our prison pipeline system. It's a lot of great conversations within there too. You also get conversations of officers, their training, right? How they're trained, their emotions as well. They're also people as well. Like sometimes, we look at this thing black and white, but we truly, everyone sees color. You have to be honest with yourself, is how is that affecting you? You have to think to yourself, like, what are you looking at as threat, right? And it's a great conversation. This is a great conversation. I want to say Nat Parker did an awesome job on this. It looks like I said, Nat Parker written it and also directed it, and it was considered a Spike Lee joint. Spike Lee, thank you for supporting a movie like this. I don't know what else went into the background. There's great acting as well. Chadwick did awesome in this. I love the fact that he was a part of this movie. I believed in his role, and you can tell Chadwick. He is a superstar, right? You truly see his emotion. There wasn't a scene he wasn't in or a line that was meant for him that he didn't bring that character to life. You can tell there was there's a story here. They may not get into it, but there's a story here. There's also another perspective they had in the movie too, like Nat Parker's character, both veterans, right? So they fought. Both of them in the army. They fought first infantry in the Iraq War, and he's done 2 tours. Spoiler alert, like I said, guys. But that's perspective as well too. Their fathers, their families, the media plays a role in this. Great movie, great. I definitely say if you can go out and watch it. Watch it. It's a great conversation. It doesn't matter if you're white, woman, Catholic, Hindu, Muslim. It doesn't matter. It's a conversation. If you are an American, if you're truly a patriot, if you're a patriot and you think to yourself to be patriotic and you love what America stands for and our values in this country, you will love this movie. It hasn't been equal to everyone in its society, but what it stands for is much more than what we currently are. So we need to strive to what it stands for and truly stand behind those principles. So guys, American, like I said, American Skin, go check that out. I know I went off on a rant, but American Skin, guys, check it out. I think it's a great movie. I think it's awesome. Nat Parker, you did a great job on this film. You did a great job. The conversations to be had in this. And if you guys do like it, put your comments in it with it as well too. Let me know what you think. But the conversation for American Skin was great. Was great. You're doing a great job. What I want is that for anyone in Hollywood, if you're not going to support him, if you are not going to support the man socially, right? Support him economically because he's doing great work. And you know this takes funding, right? He needs some sort of support. I would love for Tyler Perry to stand with him. Not just Tyler Perry, anyone of righteous stature. Stand with him. Stand with him because he's telling a story that needs to be told. And Nat Parker, if you're watching this, Haiti, 1804, that story needs to be told. That story needs to be told. I don't have to say much more. 1804, Haiti. That story needs to be told. So, great job, guys. Great job. Great job. Okay, guys. So, for my next topic, what I want to talk about is NeuraLinks. So, I don't know if you've seen this, but Elon, first of all, Elon, genius. I like his approach to many of our problems. He's solving some of our technological problems, some problems in infrastructure with technology, right? And I love that, right? I love that about Elon. NeuraLinks is an amazing concept that isn't even a concept right now. It's actually a working product, right? It's in its developmental stages, where what they're doing is they're taking a chip the size of, I believe, a nickel, if I'm not certain, or a dime, but they're taking chips, maybe the size of a dime, and they're making small incisions and putting the chip within the skull, right? A small incision to put the skull within the skull. I don't think you'll have an opening there, but I think they'll enclose it. But either way, what they're doing is that they're doing this research with pigs. So they put a chip into the pigs, and and what the chip does is it measures and records their neuronal axons within the pig's brain, like when it's doing things with that sort of data, where you can tell if there's a correlation between certain neurons that go off and what the pig's currently doing in that moment. You can figure out an algorithm for it at a certain point. You can literally figure out, okay, at a point, you'll just look at the data and you can tell what the pig is doing in that moment, whether or not it's sleeping, if it's eating, if it's upset, if it's using the bathroom, if it's whatever the case it is, right? If it's jumping, if it's excited, that recording of data is essential. Because follow me here, right, guys? Follow me here. With that sort of information, what they're going to do is, then part 2 is to make a small incision at the spine. And let's not even think about pigs right now, but if this technology had worked in humans, they'll be able to make small incisions where there could be neuronal damage, right? Maybe in the hand, maybe you have dexterity issues, and there's a nerve, a pinched nerve that's damaged, right? That a, perfor- a perforated nerve. Sometimes you can even tell people that are handicapped from the waist down. We know that there's a disconnect at a certain place within your nerves where the body, the mind is telling the body to do one thing, but the information is not being transferred on over. So if they take the chip, the chip could read what you're doing. It can actually mimic the movement. And for people who have I want to say spinal atrophy, people who've been hurt in car accidents, people who have any sort of axonal damage within the spine, they'll be able to help those people. That I would say any neurologist, right? For any neurologists that do follow me and like some of these conversations, I want you to seriously consider. I've this could be rumors as well too. I heard Elon is a difficult person to work with, and a lot of people are saying this not because he's not an ass, but he has deadlines and he expects things to get done in a certain timeline. I mean, but the man does amazing work. You don't mind working under pressure and working under other great minds. Why not? Why not? They're helping save they're helping change human life forever, right? Technology doesn't go backwards. We continue going forward. So I feel like those things that you're doing with SpaceX, with Tesla, right? And now NeuraLinks, and I haven't even got into one of his parent companies. What is it? The name of it, I believe it's GP3. I believe that's what it was. I think it's owned now by Microsoft. But the technology they were doing there, guys, and I'll do another episode on that as well too. But NeuraLinks is amazing. It can help a lot of people. And this is the cool thing, right? This is another cool thing. There was a question asked. There was an interview done with NeuraLink, like a small interview. Remember, mind you, this is COVID times. I feel like this could have been a larger press conference, but we're currently in a pandemic. So someone had asked a sci-fi question, but it was an amazing question, right? They asked Elon, so essentially in the future, would we be able to talk to our devices, right? If you think to yourself like Tesla, pull up front, will your Tesla leave the garage or is parked up the street? Will it now come to the front of the house? Or will it truly pull up front because you told it to? But because with autonomous driving now, and with Waymo, right? With Waymo technology, you don't truly have to be within your car for your car to do certain tasks. So the guy had asked that with NeuraLinks, would you be able to do that? And Elon said he laughed at the question, and he said, like, essentially in the future, yes. And that was the correct answer because that is the direction that we're going in, guys. So check out NeuraLinks. Elon, if you're watching this, I would love to meet you, one. But that's a selfish plug. But what I truly want, I want you to be around great minds, right? And I think even, the interesting thing with Elon, I remember I thought to myself, there was a lot of slander around his name, but I've only known good things of him. And then we need more people that are in tech that think past what they can do currently and what the market looks like currently and think towards the future. Because for a long time we were working with fossil fuels, gas, oils, and we have technology to not work with those. We can work with electricity. We can work with solar power. I say that to say this, Elon, you're doing great things. NeuraLinks, guys, check it out. I don't know if some of you got my fans are on, like, watch sci-fi or remember sci-fi as children, but when you think about a Teen Titans, a cyborg, right? What does that truly look like? We use devices more than anything. I have an Apple Watch on, an AirWatch. I heard Google Pixels. That's something I have to check out, but I believe it's called Google Pixels, where they have earbuds where if someone is speaking to you in a foreign language, it translates what you're hearing in your ear so you can hear it. I don't know about responding back, but it's translated for you. I didn't get to check out that yet, but obviously, guys, we're moving in that we're moving in that direction. Truly, I Google Translate everything. Whenever I'm trying to find out something going on in a foreign language, I Google Translate things. I can speak multiple languages as well too. It's not as hard, but what if they figure out a way for us to communicate with people from a different language, right? Like through earbuds, I say something and it's translated for me where you're listening to it. Like just say we're engaged in a conversation, right? You walk up to the person, you're engaging with them. I guess you lock in or something. Maybe your phone, your device can tell who you're talking to at the time with the Apple Watch. I don't know, within proximity of phones, and you didn't engage in a conversation with someone, they can speak their native tongue and it translates for you in its best abilities. Either way, check out NeuraLinks. It's amazing the technology that we're bringing forth, and I think in the medical field, in the field of neurology, I think that it will help people tremendously. It's great technology. There's purpose behind it. Full speed ahead, Elon. Like all the support in the world. The last thing I want to talk about is Unity2020. So I wanted to actually look up the names of the people who developed this plan, and maybe this is just as important, but I'm gonna allow you guys to look this up. I just wanted to keep this video going. I was running on good momentum. So regardless, I want you to look at, if you like what it sounds like and if you're interested in it, I'm going to try to explain it to the best of my knowledge. And if you guys disagree with me and think that, it's a great idea, not a great idea, if also too, if I'm getting it wrong, let me know as well too, because I can make mistakes in my translation of what I interpret it to being. But Unity 2020, what Unity 2020 is an idea of entering in a third party, a third option in our political system when it comes to how we govern this country, right? And that option is choosing, hear me out guys, instead of choosing one individual, how about we choose two individuals to govern for us, one Republican, one Democrat, to make decisions, make decisions based on their patriotism and not what's best for their party, right? So, or like instead of like two, a number 3, 5, whatever, but it doesn't even have to be a politician, right? Just choose someone patriotic. Imagine choosing, a well-rounded, well-educated patriot, right? You see things all around. You might have to do a test on foreign policies, right? Or at least abreast of where we currently are as a nation. Somebody who truly thinks about a nation and thinks for all. You can choose maybe a lawyer, Joe Schmo, it doesn't really matter, but choose 5 people all around from different ages, different backgrounds, sex orientations, groups, but that are truly patriotic and they think about America first. I think that's important here. Choosing those individuals, right? 3, 4, 5, whatever, you want to make it. Choosing those individuals and they make decisions. They come together, make decisions based on what's best for the nation, what's best for us as a people. Because I think we get caught up too much in Democrat, Republican, Democrat. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm progressive, right? I'm extremely progressive. I don't have much, I agree with some conservative views. I do. I can't say I agree with all the things the progressives do as well, too. I don't know about far left, far east, whatever the fuck. All I care about is clean energy. I care about the debt that our young people are accumulating, the future of the United States, right? With our younger class of well-educated Americans, if they're under debt and they can't truly explore their entrepreneurial talents, I'm sure you'll get some diamond in the rough, but it's oppressing the people. I think honestly, America's they're in trouble here because those people are truly the hearts and soul of the nation. You have to think to yourself, you need a strong America. And by having a strong America, you need everyone all in one. So Unity 2020 is that idea that we're all in this thing together, and we make decisions based on what's best for the nation, right? So that's what Unity 2020 is. I say check it out. Tulsi Gabbard, we know, is a true patriot. She even brought out a lot of things. I loved her run as well too when she was running for president. And Tulsi, we totally understand, the reason why you weren't covered as much, and they tried to really depress some of the media points you were bringing up. And I love that you're patriotic. I love that you think about your brothers in arms, brothers and sisters in arms. I would say as well too, as we know, Bernie Sanders, another great mind. They're calling him a Democrat, like he's a whatever they want to call it, Democrat, socialist, whatever. But Bernie thinks for the greater good of the American people. He doesn't. I mean, obviously, he's not trying to take away your, so he's not trying to take away truly from the rich. He just believes that there is a fair share that needs to be paid amongst the labor of the American people. Some of these billionaires, they won't be billionaires if it wasn't for us as a collective. And we have to realize we truly hold that power. If everyone truly wanted to strike Amazon, they could. If you're really that pissed off, you don't necessarily have to shop with them. But I love Amazon though. I don't think that Amazon's the problem. I'm just saying. When people think about the billionaire class, you're pointing fingers, but we also can fight back, right? And our way of fighting back is through the political system. And Unity 2020 is just another option where we do this thing together. Because when you think about it, right? So a lot of times people are always complaining about this president, that president, whatever, our system, whatever, right? If you put patriotic people, someone that you trust, right? And they brought up, I remember they brought up in I think it was the Les Freeman podcast. I love Les Freeman podcast, by the way, guys. Great podcast, great conversations as well. So I learned a lot from there. Great conversations in general. So, and they brought up people that people have confidence in, like The Rock, right? He's a public figure that we all can agree. And I believe The Rock is very patriotic, and I believe The Rock will do the right thing when called upon, right? And not that we're choosing a celebrity to be president, but remember, it's not one person, it's a collective. Maybe you choose someone who's good PR-wise. Maybe you choose someone who's good with foreign policy. Maybe you would also choose someone who represents the farmers, right? You choose someone who represents our armed forces. Hey guys, all I'm saying is that it's an option, right? It's an option. Yeah. So guys, just let me know what you guys think about the conversation. I love this. I love it. Like, honestly, like, I enjoy doing this. It really didn't take me that long. And truly, guys, if you like the conversation, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, just tell me your thoughts and what you think about this conversation and what we talked about today. So again, American Skin, guys, NeuraLinks, Unity 2020. If you like this conversation, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Please just hit the subscribe button, guys. I'll make it available for you. I'll truly appreciate it. And if you, even if you don't want to hit the subscribe button, yo, drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I'm on YouTube. I'll be on YouTube. I'm trying to create more content and make this more enjoyable for you guys and bring conversations that I care about to the table. And let me know your thoughts. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for, if you sat through this entire time, I truly do appreciate it. Again, if you're interested in the flowers in my background, that I did in one of my earlier episodes, the intro, check that out, and I explain why this background is up there. I kind of like it. Regardless, it's starting to grow on me. Guys, like, subscribe, and thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate it, guys. Like and subscribe, comment. I'm Romain. I'm out, guys. Have a great evening, a great week, and I'll catch back up with you the next episode. Peace.